Good morning. Okay. So, welcome students in our e-learning class, and today in our e-learning class I am going to discuss a new chapter from our geography book. It is chapter number 3 and the name of the chapter is Our Changing Earth. Okay. So, previous class you have learned about how in previous chapter, chapter number 2, that what happened inside the earth, that inside that earth there are different activities going on, and because of this lot of changes also occurred over the surface of the earth. Now, today we are going to discuss that changes, what type of changes occurred due to the movements inside and outside of the earth. Okay. So, that is why our name of the subunit is Our Changing Earth. Okay. So, you know that this is the lithosphere. Okay. This is the crust area and this is lithosphere. Lithosphere is actually the uppermost portion of the upper mantle. It is called lithosphere. This is mantle and this is core. Okay. And this one is upper core, it is lower core. So, what happened that this portion, this is lithosphere. I have already told you that this portion is called lithosphere. This is the crust and this is the uppermost portion of the mantle, and together called lithosphere. And the lithosphere is broken into a number of plates known as the lithospheric plates, and these are also called the tectonic plates. And you will be surprised to know that these plates moves around, they always moving. Okay. Suppose if you float in a bucket full of water a paper, okay, or a cardboard, piece of cardboard, the cardboard also floating. So, in the similar way all the plates also floating over the lithosphere, and they moves around very slowly, just a few millimeters each in a year, and this is because the molten, and this is because of the movement of the molten magma inside of the earth. Okay. You know that in uppermost layer of the mantle it is, and everything is in a liquid state, okay, in a plasma state. So, that is why the crust which was made of different with different plates also floating over the lithosphere, this molten layer. Yes, Oyontik, just open your pen and copy. So, I am writing some important point and name. Okay. Write this one. So, when the molten magma inside the earth moves in a circular manner as shown in the activity, there is an activity that if you put some paper pellet in a beaker half filled with water, and if you give them heat in the water, then what happen? The paper pellets moving upward along with the warm layers of the water, and then sinks back along with the cooler layers of the water, and the molten magma inside the earth moves in a similar manner. Okay. In this earth, you know, this is the core and this is the mantle. If I draw it precisely, then look at carefully. Okay. So, this is the crust, this is the mantle, and this is the core. Okay. So, what happened here? That this is also move in a circular way, they also moving Okay. So that's why when this mantle is also moving, and uppermost layer of the mantle, the crust also, the plates over the crust also moving. Okay. Sometimes they come with each other, sometimes they go far from each other, and sometimes they move horizontally. Okay. And these are the three different movements of those plates. Okay. And there are 7 major plates. Okay. There are 7 major plates and other minor plates also there, and some small plates also there. Okay. More or less there are 25 plates, medium and big plates, and there are a lot of small plates also. Okay. So if I draw a picture, and from that picture you can get an idea how these plates, okay, move. Suppose this is our earth, and if I draw African continent here, okay, in Arabian Peninsula, this region, okay, and these are our India, and again that side also South American continent, this is the North American continent, this is one. Can you see the drawing, students? Can you see the drawing? Plasma is a half molten state, not solid, not okay, liquid. This is called plasma state. Okay. No, okay. I am trying to show you. I think that's okay now. Okay. Now look at this. So there are a lot of plates are there. Okay. So in this way there are lot of plates. So these things are plate boundaries. Okay, these are the plate boundaries. There are lot of plates. This is also another plate. Now I am writing the name of the main plates. There are lot of plates. This is the one side, and opposite side there are other plates also. Now I am drawing giving the name of the plates. Number 1, that is the biggest plate. It is the North American plate. North American plate. Number 2, it is Pacific plate. Number 3, it is Eurasian plate. Number 4, it is the African plate. Number 5, it is Antarctic plate, number 6 Indo-Australian plate, and also number 7 I am writing here because I think this part is not visible. Okay. When earth is formed, Ayanti, then the plates are divided. Okay. The uppermost layer of the earth, the crust, it is also break into pieces, and it is a constant process. It is today also some plates are dividing, like today this plate, there is a Somali plate is there. Somali plate also today started dividing from the African plate, okay, and a fault line created between this, and the geologists, they guess that after 10 million years this plate also divide from African plate. Okay, so in this way it is a continuous process, continually this type of things happen. And the number 6 is South American plate, another one South American plate. Okay. So these are the some major and minor plates. This is the major 7 plates, and some geologists also divide this Indo-Australian plate into 2 parts, Indo-Indian plate and Australian plate. Okay, so these are the main plates. Number 6, 7, Hasibul. It is chapter number 3. It is chapter number 3. Our changing earth, from your geography book. So these are the plates, okay, South American plate, North American plate, Pacific plate, Eurasian plate, African plate, Antarctic plate, Indo-Australian plate, and all these plates in this way they divided, such as this one is the African plate, this is the Indo-Australian plate, this is the Eurasian plate, this is the North American plate, this is the South American plate, and there are small plates also. There are some small plates such as Caribbean plate, Cocos plate, Somali plate. Okay, there are a lot of plates. So these are not in your book. Just remember that in this way our earth is divided into many plates, among some plates. Now the movement of the plates causes changes on the surface of the earth, and the movements of the earth are divided on the basis of forces such as endogenic and exogenic exogenic forces. Yes, it is 10 million years after, not now. Okay, they have just started breaking into 2 parts. Okay. Yes, chapter 2 will come. Yes, chapter 2 will come in exam. Yes, okay. So I am started already the term 1 syllabus. So these are the part of term 1. So listen carefully and try to understand. If you have any question regarding this, you can ask me. Now I am discussing that the 2 forces, that this movement of this plate, when these plates move with each other towards each other and also from each other, then it causes changes on the surface of the earth, and the movement of the earth are divided on the basis of the forces such as endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Now I am discussing about the 2 type of forces that was the reason for the changes over the earth. So number 1, there are 2 type of forces created when the these plates moves. 2 type of forces created. Number 1, endogenic. And number 2, exogenic. Now what is endogenic force first? That the forces work on the interior of the earth, that was worked interior of the earth, this is called endogenic. Okay. This is called endogenic. What interior? Suppose these forces changes of this plate, this is called endogenic. And example of endogenic forces are earthquake, volcano, landslide. Okay. Example of this: volcano, earthquake, and landslide. In Hindi it's called bhooskalan. Okay. So these are the endogenic forces. Now what is exogenic force? That work on the surface of the earth, such as erosional and depositional by the river, wind, sea waves, glaciers. Okay. These all things are the part of exogenic forces, like erosional and depositional work. Such as the formation of plains, okay, when river deposited its alluvial soil and created fertile plain. This is also the part of exogenic forces that's happened over the surface. This is called exogenic, and endogenic means inside the earth. Okay. This is called endogenic forces. I think you have understood landslide, that landslide bhooskalan. Okay, bhooskalan is a Hindi. You have noticed in some news channel that they talk about this landslide. The landslide, it is also caused huge damage. Now what is diastrophic forces? Okay. That building mountains, these forces can cause mass destruction. Okay. Building of mountains, it is also a part of diastrophic forces. Okay. It is also a part of exogenic force. Now what is volcano? That you know that volcano, it is C. So volcano is a part of endogenic forces. Volcano creates because of endogenic forces. So I am discussing about the volcano. So what is volcano actually? That volcano is a vent. Okay. Volcano is a vent or opening through which molten material erupts suddenly from inside the earth. And if I draw a volcano, so this is the crust, and this is the uppermost layer of the mantle, and together called lithosphere. Okay. And this is the uppermost layer of the mantle, and this chamber is called the magma chamber, and these are lava tube. Okay. When magma comes out on the surface and flow in this way, this is called lava. You know that in previous class, that when the lithospheric plates move, when lithospheric plates move and they make a distance from each other, and then what happened? The magma, what is magma? You know, in the rock chapter, that rocks molten and turned into magma due to huge pressure and heat, and in the lithosphere the magma stored in, and in the, from the uppermost layer of the mantle it comes out through the weaker spots over the surface of the earth and erupts over the surface. Okay. This is volcano, and you have read already in volcano in class 6 about volcanic mountains, and on that class I have discussed in detail how many types of volcanoes are there. Okay. So, if when volcano created, that some weaker spot found over the crust, and also when the two plates, if there are two plates, this plate and this plate, they moves apart, then weaker spot, from the weaker spot the mantle comes out. So, this is the function of volcano. It is created because of the endogenic forces. And another one, this is okay. So, and similarly, when the lithospheric plates move, the surface of the earth vibrates, and the vibrations can travel all around the earth, and these vibrations are called earthquake. Look at the picture of your book, page number 13, figure number 3.3. Exogenic forces example I have already given, like the erosional and depositional forces. So, when a river deposited the alluvial and created plain, okay. So, these are the erosional and depositional forces, like land, yes, creation of plains. It is also an example of exogenic forces, and erosion also, like the creation of Grand Canyon through water and wind, I-shaped the ridge on the both the side of the river, and I-shaped river valley is also an example of exogenic forces. Okay. Vent means a weaker spot or a hole through which the molten magma comes out. Okay. Definition of earthquake and volcano already given in your book, that in page number 13, that a volcano is a vent or opening in the earth crust through which molten material erupts suddenly. An earthquake is when the lithospheric plates move, the surface of the earth vibrates, and their vibrations are called earthquake. Okay, so these are given on your book. Okay, canyon, when you read the water chapter, read the, where is this, wind is not there, okay, water, okay. When I will discuss it later, when I discuss the North American continent, okay, I will discuss about the Grand Canyon. Okay. Canyon is a I-shaped valley in this way, I-shaped valley. It is a river flowing here, and the ridge, steep hills are there on two sides, steep hills. It is a river. This is called canyon, like Grand Canyon in Colorado River in United States of America. Now, that what happened in the earthquake? That there are 3 types of wave on the earthquake. Okay. There is a picture drawn on your book. I am trying to draw the picture also here. That earthquake creates when the 2 plates moved in this way. Okay, they moved in this way. Okay, then this is created. When the it is another one plate, it is another plate. 2 plates are moving on the opposite side. Then earthquake friction created. 7 far. 25. Okay. So, thank you. So, in this way the waves, okay, moving all over the space. So, in this way earthquake created. So, today not much time left. So, that is why next class I will discuss about the different type of waves, and when earthquake create the center, about the epicenter and the different type of waves. Okay. So, thank you for watching. Next class. Okay, next class we will discuss about the rest of the part.